Hey everybody, it is Margaret and welcome to Monday's sales update. I just have to say I was not planning on doing this live. I actually recorded this last night and then in the middle of recording it, I had a really good sale, but I didn't want to start all over and record it all over again. So I thought, okay, I'll just go live today and we'll just share it today. Okay, so I will share my eBay sales, and I'm just going to say this week on Etsy has had 0 sales, which is really unusual. Generally, eBay and Etsy are about half and half. Sometimes one's more than the other, but this week I had 0 sales on Etsy. So, that's okay. So, but I have started listing again, not as vigorously as I was before. I mentioned this yesterday. I'm having trouble getting that ball rolling again. When you get out of practice doing something, it takes some time to get that ball rolling again. So I've got some friends jumping into the chat, and I want to say hi real fast, and then I'll share with you my sales. So hello, Duffer Cat and Christina, Nevada and Robin, Maggie, John, Clearing Clutter for Clarity, Carol, and Michelle. Hello, Precious Bunny from South Dakota, Tracy, HB Picker. Hello. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming over. Hey, Lindsay. So here we go. Let me share with you my eBay sales. Now, before this sale came in last night, my sales were like, what was it? I don't know, 60-something dollars. But I had a really good sale come in, and if you've been watching me for a while, you'll recognize the thing that sold. So, hey Jeff and Rhonda and Diana and Mary Jo, Mystical and Coonsy Coons, hello. All right, so here we go. I'm going to screen share for you some of my sales, or my sales, not some of them. Here it comes. Karen says, nice surprise to see you live. Yay! Hey Tammy. All right, so am I just sharing the image? Here, hang on, let me go back. Click out of that. There we go. So this Christmas pimp mug sold, yes, in March. And I've had this up. It was up, before Christmas, but it didn't sell until now. On the back it says, where's my ho, ho, ho? And the brand on this one is Our Name is Mud. I kind of thought that this was going to sell for more. I don't know. I just thought it was funky weird. Paid 50 cents for it. And so after my shipping and fees and everything, my net profit was $9.46. So not too bad. Not too shabby. Hey, Tammy and Kristen's Curiosities, Aisha. Hey, Joni, how's it going? Okay, so next up, this book sold. Again, this is one of those I got in a lot, this Blue Ribbon Puppies. I got in a lot of a whole bunch of other vintage children's books. And it was something I picked up, pretty regularly. And I still have a ton in there. Let me stop and talk to you. I still have a ton of vintage children's books that I haven't listed. And I think it was, oh gosh, who was it that I was talking to about them? It's my mind just went blank on the name, but they're in my closet, and so I have somebody that's interested in them, and Jill, right? Jill, I can see your face. So anyway, it was something I picked up, but I've kind of stopped picking them up anymore because they sit for a while generally, and some of them do better than others. So I just don't pick them up that much anymore, unless I just fall in love with it. But here we go. Let me go talk to you about this actual sale. Where'd it go? Here we go. Okay, so Blue Ribbon Puppies sold. Let's see, I picked it up for $1/4. It sold for, I took a best offer of $8.99. I know it says $10.39 that was on sale, but it was $8.99. So after shipping and fees and everything, my net was $7.01. And then this game sold, my Milton Bradley Shark Attack game. And this is, again, another reason I'm not really doing games so much anymore. I thought this game was going to sell for a lot more, and a lot of effort went into this. So, I mean, the effort won when we brought it home. It wasn't working. So my husband took it apart, fixed it, got it working, and then the whole process of like setting the game up and all of this stuff, it was like, wow, for the profit that I got, was it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. So here this is the only time I'll do all caps in my titles, is when I have a video, I'll put like see video. So this one has a video. Let's see if it'll run for us. Let me see. I'm not sure. So I have a little video in it showing that it's working, So there's that. Okay. So anyway, this game sold for, let's see, where'd you go? Picked it up for $1. It sold for $15.99. So my net profit was $9.74. I was a bit off on my shipping, but that's okay. So there's that. Yeah. So probably, yeah, I'm not going to be picking up a lot of games anymore because there's a lot of effort that goes into it. So this was a coin that I got in a lot of coins at the auction a while back. And again, I don't know very much about coins, but I just, took a chance on it. This one actually did okay. Hang on, let me scooch this up. Let's see. So this 1935 Ireland farthing woodcock bird, blah, 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 Irish coin sold for $17.15. I paid about $1.50 for it when I keep saying when I averaged out the whole lot, right? So about $1.50 for it. So after shipping and fees, my net on this one was $13.52. Not too bad, not too bad. And then got some more friends popping into the chat. Hey, Zaftig, Zoe, and Marlo, and Whitney, hello. And then this is something I got out of a jewelry jar, this Halloween Boyd's Bears cat wreath. It's a brooch. So I paid about 25 cents for it. Generally, hang on, let me stop screen sharing for 1 second. Generally now, when I unjar things from jewelry jars, I'm not like averaging everything out and figuring out how much each piece costs. I mean, it's about a quarter, depending on how much I spent on the jar. Probably less because, most of the jars I get are about 20, 25 bucks, and I get more pieces than that. So it was probably less than a quarter, but I'm not going through each piece and like averaging it all out and counting it in. So we'll just say a quarter. How about that? Works for me. So here we go. So this sold for $6.33. I know it says this over here, but it sold for $6.33. And so my net profit on that was $4.88, which, is like not ginormous amount of profit. But when you think about, I probably spent 25 bucks on the whole jar. So there's almost $5 of it back just in this one brooch. Not too bad. Not too shabby. And then these two, these two keychains came out of the jar as well. So I had the Dumbo one and the Tinkerbell one. This one down here, the Pinocchio one, sold already. So these two sold to the same person. And let's see, again, they came out of a jar, so about 25 cents a piece. Hang on, I can't see on my chart which one I'm talking about first. I have to make my thing bigger. Okay, so the Dumbo one sold for $16.79 for the Dumbo one. And then Tinkerbell sold for $8.79. They went to the same person. So combined shipping, after shipping and fees on these two, the profit is $16.96. And again, they came out of a jar. So I feel like I say, so those, the $16.96 would almost pay for the whole jar if I spent 20, 25 bucks on it. Pretty good. Let's see what Mary Jo says. Hey, Mary Jo, how's it going? I bought my first jewelry bag for 25 bucks at Goodwill this weekend. Most of the necklaces were broken, nothing like what you get. They had 2 other bags, and they wanted 75 bucks each for them. Whoa. Yeah, that stinks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so then that's kind of where I was yesterday when I had a really good sale come in. I was talking about my merch sales, which I'll come and talk to you about in just a second. But I sold this cat. And if you remember a while back, it's been about a year ago, I bought this cat at the auction. I would go through the preview of the auction and then show what I ended up bidding on and bringing home. So this cat was one of these things, and it was this stuffed cat. And I actually talked about it on, there was a show that I did called So You Want to Sell on eBay, and they were teasing me about this cat, like, oh, this really expensive cat that you have in your shop. And so I need to send them a message because they were giving me a hard time about it. So, and it sold. So here we go. Let me share with you. Let me close out of these ones. So this is the cat. It's the Siamese cat. And here's my title: Hard Stuffed Animal, Legend of Fiend, the Siamese Wishing Cat. So it had the little booklet on it that talked about it. It has a little bell on the other side. It's sort of like, I kept looking it over thinking maybe it's a stife, maybe it's, and I don't know a ton about, these vintage plush. Oh, but you can see his little nose is just really threadbare there. So he was in rough shape, but so cool. I just could not leave him behind. I couldn't get enough pictures of him either. So super awesome. And he was tall. He's about 12 inches tall or so, I think. And there, what is he, about 8 inches wide. He was a big kitty, There's the bell on it. Super duper cool. And I mean, it is like a mangy looking cat, right? But I could not pass it up. So I originally had it listed for $405. I did, and I have some other of these hard plush that I have listed for high, but I think I can get them. So I got an offer last night for $250 on Fiend, and I accepted it. So I bought Fiend for $12 at the auction. So after shipping and fees, my profit on this cat was $212.83. Yeah, no, he's not a real cat, Jeff. Oh my gosh, come on. Not at all, Jeff. Okay, so yeah, Legend of, and I'll link that video because I couldn't find it in my spreadsheet at all. So I had to go back into my videos because I knew I had a video of it and see what I bought it for. So I bought it for $12. Okay, so and again, I had no sales on Etsy. It was like crickets this week, but that's okay because Fiend took care of business for me. So let me share my spreadsheet and show you my profits from eBay for the week, and then also my merch sales, right? Isn't that, I know, price it high. I know I had to wait a year for it, but hey, I was confident. All right, so here's my spreadsheet for my sales. And I've had some people ask me every time someone asks me, well, I don't get this, how you're doing it. And I've made videos about it, but I placed the item here. This is my purchase price. So let's take a look at how much I spent to make my profit this week. So I spent $16 total to make a profit of $274. So here's the sold price. The shipping charge is the price that was charged to the buyer, like how much they paid me for the shipping. And then here's the shipping actually cost, what I actually paid for the shipping. So sometimes there's a bit of discrepancy, one way or the other. Like here, they paid $15 for the shipping. I went ahead and put it in a flat rate, game box, the Shark Attack game. So it cost me a bit more. So that kind of stuff. And then here's the profit. And I use the eBay calculator to calculate all that. So anyway, all right. So down here are my merch sales. This is from March 7th to March 12th. I didn't put today on there because I actually made this up last night. So I had 14 sales in the last 6 days for a profit of $90.52. So total between my eBay sales and my merch sales, my profit for the week is $364.92. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. So yay, I was super happy. I was kind of bummed when I was doing my sales update last night. I'm like, okay, these things happen and you got to look at the big picture, and some weeks are good and some weeks are not good. I had a whole pep talk for myself, and then I had this cha-ching or this whatever offer come through. I'm like, oh, never mind. Boop. Yes, I accept. So yeah, pretty good. Hey, Mary, how's it going? No, Jeff, again, it wasn't a real cat. Joni says, hey, I bought a real skinned cat at an auction once. Oh, my goodness. That would have been hard for me. I'm a cat girl. Okay. All right. So that is it. Those are the sales for the week. I hope you guys are having really good sales this week. And I have, again, like I said, started listing and crossing fingers that things start selling. And I have this mug. Okay. I don't know if you saw my haul from the other day. I have this mug. This is getting listed like today. I have to take pictures of it. That's the one that from the hangout that I picked up for $1 and that the solds are like $45. So it's awesome. Karen says, see, I would have had to pick up that kitty as well. Just couldn't bear to walk away. Yeah. Hey, Thrifty Rose. Oh, hey, how's it going? Okay, so yeah, that's it. I have a giveaway coming up. I'm probably going to put it out tomorrow for the bracelets. And then I was planning on doing my merch February sales for tomorrow, but I think I'm putting that off because I'm seeing in the groups that a ton of people are getting approved in the merch, and I've had a few people message me saying, can you please do like a merch from start to finish video, like steps in, you know, all the stuff. So I'm like, yes, I can do that. So kind of like a hang on, I'll have to come back to that, Jenny. So kind of a steps on how to do all the stuff you need to do. I know we were planning on doing a do's and don'ts of merch video, so we'll see. Maybe I can work some of that in. Jenny says, oops, you did your show at the same time as Jay and Nate. Oh, I thought they were done. I was waiting till noon. Were they still going after noon? Oh, well. Okay. Hey, Henry. Okay, so that's it. My guys are off for spring break, so we're going to go have some fun today. So anyway, I hope you guys have great sales, and I will see you later. Bye, everybody.